Georgia. You've been aware of this rivalry, but has it taken on a little bit more meaning for you since you've been here?
Yeah, since I've known I was coming here, even like last year in high school, just watching the game, you can definitely tell how intense the rivalry is. So I'm excited for it.
You've been watching any of the games in previous years, like last year and the year before?
Yeah, I watched those two, but before that, not too much. Really just being from Georgia, wasn't really too involved in that. But yeah, I watched the last two. So.
What are you most looking forward to getting under the lights in this type of stage where you know it's just going to be an electric atmosphere, knowing how much this fan base dislikes the one from Columbia?
Yeah, just like you said, excited for the atmosphere. It's going to be awesome. Really just excited to finish the last game of the season, finish it the right way. So I'm excited for that.
Saturday was your first game at Death Valley under lights. So how different was it from the day, and what can you learn from Saturday to take into this Saturday?
I mean, it doesn't really change much. I mean, definitely the atmosphere is more electric and it's probably louder, but I mean, it's awesome playing in Death Valley no matter what time it is. So, but yeah, it's definitely a cool experience playing at night. So that was really cool. I mean, it doesn't change much for us, though. We still have to play. So.
You've mentioned obviously being a Tennessee fan somewhat and growing up in Georgia. Was there a specific rivalry that you kind of got into, and maybe a team that you really kind of hated, for lack of a better term, growing up?
I didn't really hate them, but growing up, Tennessee fan. I mean, the big rivalry is Alabama, but mostly Tennessee and Florida was the kind of the one that I remember the most growing up watching. My family not liking Florida, just being Tennessee fans.
Do you have any Gamecock fans come up to you, say anything to you, see when you were out? I can't imagine you've been in too many places where there's a lot of South Carolina fans. But.
Yeah, the ones, there's been some around here, but, and I know a few guys on the team, so the ones I've met have been good guys, but I've heard some stories about some of the fans doing some pretty questionable things, but no, I've had good interactions for the most part with those guys just being in this area.
Who you know on the team?
Jay Urich, so he's one. I know a few other guys, but I know him.
What's your relationship like with him? How is younger than you?
So a few guys on the team know him, and I met him through them. And he was at a church camp this summer. We were both at it, so I got to talk with him. So just a great dude. So we got kind of close.
Trevor, going 12-0 is such a unique thing and rare. Have you really been able to soak that in and think about the opportunity that you got to do on Saturday night?
Yeah, I think it's important to realize how fortunate we are in this situation. I mean, not just fortunate because we worked for it, but still just to have this opportunity to be undefeated still this late in the season. It's definitely worth taking note of, like you said. So it's just we're blessed to be in this situation. We're trying to win on a good note.
You watch Jake Bentley play at all, or have any thoughts on him as a quarterback?
I haven't got to watch him much this year. I watched him just last year and the year before some, but this year I haven't got to see him much. But he's a good player. I'm sure they'll have a good plan. So we'll be ready to go.
Those Clemson South Carolina games that you did see, were you here in person or in Columbia in person, or you chilling in your living room at home?
Yeah, just at home. I came to a few games in Death Valley when I was in high school, but never the South Carolina one. So.
Does it ever cross your mind at all about how quarterbacks can kind of make a little bit of a reputation in this game? Charlie Whitehurst undefeated, Taj, it was kind of a little bit of a stain on his record. Of course, Deshaun went undefeated. Do you ever kind of think about what the rivalry game means to your legacy moving forward?
Not really. I haven't really thought about that much yet, just being my first year. But definitely that would be the goal, just to go undefeated against these guys. So that's definitely the goal to go for.
In your mind, what were sort of the issues on third down early in the first half against you?
Just didn't execute. I mean, like I said after the game, we had the looks we wanted and open guys. And first, just missed a few throws at the beginning, and then just kind of weren't clicking. So it just took a little bit of time to get going.
Did South Carolina recruit you at all?
No, not really. I think they offered me, but we never really talked much, so it wasn't. They didn't recruit me too much.
Trevor, you had your longest run of the season on Saturday night, 19 yards. Not a lot of people talk about your running ability, but is that a part of your game that you think could be a bigger part of the offense going forward?
I mean, yeah, I'm willing to do it whenever we need it. And obviously, I mean, coaches know what I can do. It's been nice. I haven't had to do it a lot. We have great running backs and great receivers just distributing the ball. So it's nice not having to do that all the time, but if I need to, I can. So,
What do you take away from when you have a half and then you did the first half and then going through some struggles where you're not quite executing? What do you? A lot of this is the first time you're doing. What do you learn from that, or what did you take away from that?
Really just to stay focused. I mean, we had a great week of practice and everything, just kind of somewhere lost a little bit of focus, I guess, right before the game. So just trying to stay focused and locked in, and really just, I don't know, like I said, just staying focused and executing.
Do you feel like your performance or ability to do that has improved over the course of the season as you've got more and more experience under your belt?
Yeah, I think that's one cool thing about this team is even if we start like that, just being able to bring it back in, lock in, and just even at the end of the second quarter, kind of get going, and then after halftime really get going, just lock back in and get refocused. So that's a cool thing that this team can do. It's going to help us going forward.
What have you seen from South Carolina's defense?
They're good. They're a good team. They got a bunch of size, good D line, good linebackers. They're a little banged up right now, but I'm sure they'll have some guys healthy for us that didn't play last week. So, but they're a good defense. So have a good week.
Are you going to be able to go home Thursday after practice?
No, my family's actually coming up here, so they'll come up here and hang out, and we'll cook up meals, so it'll be good.
You're a fried turkey guy or bacon?
We usually do baked, but I do like fried turkey. Thank you.
Thanks, Trevor.
Thank you.
What's your side of choice?